Hello, hello. Mr. P here, and this is sort of an impromptu episode. I don't think I've ever done one like this before. So if you've been following my channel, I guess is evidenced by the fact that I've done 2 tone matching videos on Deftones. Obviously, I'm a fan. So imagine my excitement like many other Deftones fans when Eros leaked onto the internet. So let's talk about it. All right, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I was when I heard that the tracks leaked. Like many Deftones fans around the world, yes, I have been waiting for this album for what seems like forever. So I was sitting in the bathroom reading. Come on, don't act like we don't all do that. And read that Eros. Yes, I absolutely had to say it that way. If you know, you know. And I'm like, no way. So I come out and go to my wife. I got to go get my laptop. Apparently, Deftones Eros album leaked. It takes me maybe 2 minutes to find it, downloading. Yeah, I meant to listen to it immediately, but I sort of had this kind of guilt hit me. You know, the funny thing is, I'm apparently not the only one. There are fans around the world who are also like, oh, this goes against the band's wishes. We weren't supposed to hear these songs. They're unfinished. No band wants fans to hear their demos. Now, I can understand the band not wanting their demos to come out for an album that they're currently working on, that is, absolutely going to be released. Like, I understand like Metallica's anger and frustration back in the day when the whole thing with I Disappear happened with Napster, but these are demos for an album that the band very recently has been saying will most likely never see the light of day. Chino Moreno has said that the songs aren't finished, some of them barely have any vocals, and I don't know if maybe one day they may have released these on like a box set of rarities. Who knows? I don't know them, but I've got to say, these aren't exactly like bad live demos done in like, a rehearsal space or something. These sound more along the lines of just unmixed, unmastered demo recordings. Now, I can understand if these were like home demos done with like some $100 crappy drum machine and like GarageBand or something. Like, I think the most cringy, make you wince sounding demos I've ever heard was the one for Seether's Fake It, which was titled Quirk. And they made that an iTunes exclusive bonus track if you pre-ordered the album. Now, I bet they would have much rather had a demo track that sounded like one of these Eros sessions. Eros. Eros session songs. At the time, though, well, at the same time, there's this sort of charm attached to something like that, Like, it might not exactly be something that you would expect to hear on a band's actual release, but you get a real glimpse as to what the song sounded like in its infancy that made them go, wow, this sounds like really good. So the idea that no band wants their fans to hear their demos, yeah, sorry, your fans totally want to hear your demos, especially if they sound this good. With that being said, I'm not going to do some live reaction video. I see people do that kind of stuff, and it always feels like forced crap to me. So in lieu of that, I've listened to the tracks as they were titled in the folder, and will give my thoughts on them because, hey, why not, right? Destiny. I think this is a really cool song. It kind of reminds me of something that I might write, but when it comes to its chorus, I'd go a lot harder than this. The chorus has like a really cool kind of uplifting feel to it. It's not like a super strong tidal wave kind of thing that kicks you in the face, but it's not bad. Supposedly, Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park had a hand on this song too. Brenda. It's got this moodiness to it for the first verse that, and I hate to put it this way, but it gives it that like baddie core vibe before they shift into that first chorus onward where they kick in this sort of phasing effect that keeps going throughout the rest of the song. If this song were mixed and mastered, had the doubled vocals properly blended, I would imagine this would be the kind of song that would be super dreamy with headphones on. Melody. The song just kicks in with an aggression that harkens back to the adrenaline era of the band, and I'm totally here for that. Smile. This is the track that the band first started road testing live, originally titled Dallas. It was the first studio recording fans officially got to hear from the Eros sessions on the 1-year anniversary of She's passing. It's still a cool song that sounds like a natural progression from where the band was with Saturday Night Rest. Margot. I really love this song. It kind of gives a reminder that the Deftones still have a bit of that 90s sound still influencing them. That chorus hits and the ascending movement it has is just really energizing. That's really the only way that I can use to describe it. Candy. I like how you can actually hear the click track in here. That's obviously something that gets removed later. The snare has a great snap to it too. I love it. And the vulnerability in the vocals. It sounds like Chino was trying to be like a singer, giving a pretty great vocal performance. I don't know if the song was actually completed. It seems short, but I really like what we do get to hear here. Sable. Another one that kind of has a bit of an adrenaline feel, but with a bit of like a post-hardcore influence to it. It almost doesn't sound like a Deftones song with these more straight-ahead elements in there. Electra. I don't like the song, like at all. Next. Tempest. I like hate the first minute of this song, and then it gets better. The quieter, more subdued moments hit hard, where the heavy, screamy parts just seem out of place and unnecessary. Supposedly, this track has additional vocals from Darren and System of a Down in it. Maybe that's why I don't like it. Diamond. I really like the sense of dread and doom the song conveys musically. It sounds like it could be part of a score. It's definitely one of those songs that, like Destiny, would benefit heavily from a mix and master job. That outro was killer too. It sounds like it would be end credit music for an anime or something. Brianna. There's a familiarity to this song that I can't put my finger on, but I really, really like it. It's a heck of a way to end the album, really. It's moody, but it still gets the head bobbing, you know? I dig it. Okay, so final thoughts on Eros. Eros. I like this album. I think it's only a matter of time until someone decides to post a mixed and mastered version of these songs that they've done online, and I have no doubt that it'll just sound glorious. It's sort of bittersweet hearing it too, knowing what was going on with the band internally, the tragedy with Chi that followed. Eros sounds like the band took the best elements of the self-titled album and Saturday Night Risk to the table here. But here's the thing though, and you can agree or disagree with me on this all you want, but in a way, I'm actually glad that the band didn't end up putting this album out at the time it should have been released. If they did, then the band may not have gone back into the studio with Sergio Vega, felt reinvigorated, and wrote the Diamond Eyes albums, which to this day, I feel this is the last truly great album the band has put out, like straight through front to back. I'm sure the band probably feels the same way too, since Diamond Eyes was just a colossal album for them. Anyways, that's just my thing. For those of you who also took the plunge and listened to the leaked tracks, what did you think? Love it? Hate it? Whatever. What songs do you like the most? Drop your comments below, and while you're there, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button to keep up with the rant series you're currently watching, Cup of Tea with Mr. P, gear reviews, and my Tone Match series. That's about it for now. I'm Mr. P, and I'll be seeing you soon.